Good morning. Thank you. I wanted to have a moment to talk a little bit about the ongoing college protests and the chaos happening at college campuses and now here in Indiana. The chaos, lawlessness, and mob rule must not become the norm, not on our streets or our college campuses. With the Black Lives Matter riots of 2020 still on our minds, too many are willing to let this happen. I'm here today to state clearly that as governor, I would not. I will enforce the rule of law and stand by those who do the same. For weeks, Hoosiers who turn into the nightly news have heard the reports and seen the footage of what is happening at institutions like Columbia and UCLA, once elite universities that have become the epicenter of lawlessness. Solidarity encampments, including complete takeover and occupation of university property and buildings, have become quickly a hotbed of anti-Israel rhetoric, anti-Semitic sentiments, and intimidation. And it's appalling and unacceptable. And as an IU alumni, it's disappointing to see this hateful rhetoric and harassment has made its way to Bloomington, Indiana. According to Indiana State Police accounts, law enforcement on IU's campus was taunted with chants of "We are Hamas" and "Death to all Jewish people" this past weekend as they worked to clear out demonstrators violating university policy. Superintendent Doug Carter said that when speaking to protesters, they wanted him dead, while others spat on ISP officers. Let me be clear. I believe every Hoosier has a right to lawfully and peacefully express their opinions. It is a fundamental right of being an American. But we cannot allow that right to be used as cover for trespass, intimidation, harassment, and hate. We cannot allow dozens of students and faculty mixed with professional protesters to impact the right of others to simply exist or interrupt the paid educational experience of 40,000 other students, including and especially our Jewish students and faculty members. We must enforce the rule of law, and our university administrators and trustees must also enforce their respective code of conduct and university policies. I applaud IU President Pam Whitten, Superintendent Doug Carter, and his officers for doing just that. I hope and urge that those who will continue these protests do so peacefully in accordance with the law and university policy, especially with commencement later this weekend. The students and their families deserve to walk across that stage proud and uninterrupted. I take the rise in antisemitism seriously. It's why I have met with the Consul General of Israel to the Midwest, spoken with countless Jewish community friends and members to outline how, as governor, I will enhance Holocaust education in our schools, work to support institutions like the Candles Holocaust Museum, prioritize funding for enhanced security, and push for the adoption of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition of anti-Semitism into state code. Meanwhile, others in this race for governor have been quiet. Mike Braun, who as a member of the U.S. Senate voted against critical aid for Israel as they continued their fight against Hamas, terrorists who seek the eradication of the Jewish state and its people. Thankfully, despite Senator Braun's lack of action, Israel is getting the help they need. As governor, I will be a leader who speaks with moral clarity, unafraid to call out right and wrong. I will be a voice for our Jewish friends and neighbors and stand with the state of Israel as they continue to root out the Hamas terrorists who unleashed unspeakable horror on innocent Jewish men, women, and children on October 7th. The chaos and mob rule happening across this country, perpetrated by paid and professional protesters, must come to an end. We must stand for law and order, ensure our educational institutions remain a place of learning, free from intimidation and harassment, a place where ideas, not hateful rhetoric, can be freely and peacefully exchanged. As governor, I'll use every tool at my disposal to do just that. Thank you for coming.